Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to knit this beautiful stitch. It's super easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my video in Spanish and English. If you're receiving a Spanish video and you want to see the video in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. You'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. And at the end of each video, I leave a playlist with all my English tutorial. This beautiful stitch is the repetition of 2 rows. To do the stitch, I'm going to use a medium 4, 100% acrylic yarn. This is leftover that I have from other projects. A 6mm knitting needle or US 10. The stitch is multiple of 3 plus 2, so I'm going to cast on 20 stitches to do this pillar open work. I'm going to leave it there long enough to cast on my 20 stitches. I'm going to do a slip knot, and that will count as the first stitch, and then I'm going to cast on my other 19. Once you have all your stitches cast on and you do the little knot to secure your work, we're going to start with the first row, and this is the repetition of 2 rows only, and it's really easy. So we're going to start with the first row of the stitch. So you're going to knit the first one, that's the border stitch, and from here on you're going to repeat until you have 1 left. So you're going to do a yarn over and you're going to pass over 1 stitch purlwise without working. So the yarn over had to be all the way around your needle, like this. You're going to wrap your needle, and then you're going to pass over that stitch without working. The next 2 are 2 nets, so you're going to pass yarn to the back and you're going to do 2 net, 1 and 2. Now you're going to pass over those 2 the slip stitch in here that you did without working. Pass over those 2, very careful not to drop any of those 2. And that's the stitch that we're going to do all the way to the end. Again, yarn over, pass 1 stitch without working, yarn to the back, knit 2, 1 and 2. Now you're going to pass over that slip stitch that you did without working, like this. Again, yarn over, pass 1 stitch without working purlwise, yarn to the back, knit 2, 1 and 2. Go to the third stitch here, the stitch you pass without working, and pass over those 2. And you start to see the design already. Yarn over, pass, slip 1 stitch purlwise, yarn to the back, and knit 2, 1 and 2. Go to the stitch, to the third one from the tip of the needle, and pass over those 2. yarn over, pass one stitch without work on purlwise, yarn to the back, knit 2. And you see it's very easy. And this is the design of the stitch. Pass over those two, yarn over, pass one purlwise without working, yarn to the back, knit 2, 1 and 2, pass a slip stitch over those two, and you see you have one left, and you're gonna knit the last one. And that was row number 1. You're gonna turn your work around, and you're gonna purl every single stitch. Here's the yarn over, you see, in that strand in here, you're gonna do your purl. You see, yarn over, and you're gonna purl. So you're gonna purl all your stitches all the way to the end. I finished row 1 and 2. Now we're going to repeat repetition of row 1 and row 3. So it's always those 2 repetitions. You're going to knit the first one. Now yarn over and pass over one stitch without working purlwise. So yarn over, pass the next stitch without working, and then yarn to the back and knit 2, 1 and 2. Go to that passed over stitch and passes over these 2. Again, yarn over, pass one stitch without working, yarn to the back, knit 2, 1 and 2, and go to the third stitch, pass over these 2, and you start seeing the little pillars. Again, yarn over, one stitch without working, yarn to the back, knit 2, and grab the third one and pass it over those 2. And like that you're going to continue all the way until the end of your row. Once you finish netting the last one, you're going to turn your work around and you're going to do the repetition of row 2 here in row 4. You're going to purl all your stitches. Here is the yarn over. You grab that strand in here and you do a purl. So we are casting off our needle, the one stitch, the yarn over, create that stitch that we drop. Okay, so you're gonna purl all the way until the end of your row. You can see already the design. So with this design you can make summer hats, you can make summer blouses, baby blankets, a cardigan, many things you can do with this open work stitch. So again, you're gonna repeat here in row 5 what you did in row 1, and in 6 what you did in 2. It's really easy. So again, I'm gonna show you repetition row 1, net the first one, yarn over, pass 1 without working, purlwise, and pass the yarn to the back, and net 2. And you're going to go to the third stitch from the point of your needle. That one you pass without working and pass it over. So when you do the yarn over, you have to make sure that you do the yarn over like you're going to work a purl and the other stitch. Because if you do the yarn over like you're going to net, you don't are creating the yarn over, because when you pass the stitch here, you see, you're not doing the yarn over in here. So you have to wrap around your needle the yarn to create the yarn over, to replace the stitch that we are casting over the other two. So that's the replacement stitch. So you pass this one without working purlwise and yarn to the back and net the next two. And you go to the third one. It's easier to go to the third one, knowing that's the one that you're supposed to do. Pass it over. Again, yarn over, pass the stitch purlwise, yarn to the back, net 2, and grab this one and pass it over these two. Like that, you're going to continue all the way until the end. I'm going to work for a few rows, that way you can see how nice it looks, and then after that I will show you how to cast it off. I did 16 row, and look how nice the work look. That's why it's pillars open work, because these are the pillars and this is the open work in here. And I'm gonna show you now how to cast off your stitches if you're not making a hat. If you're making a hat, and then you will decrease net 2 together, and then in the purl stitch 2 together. We're gonna cast off at a knit stitch. You're gonna knit the first one and knit the second one and pass over the first one. Knit the next one and pass this one over that one. And like that, you're gonna continue all the way until the end of your cast off. Well, this is the end result, and any beginner can make this beautiful stitch. I already have a sweater with this beautiful stitch in the front. I'm going to leave the link here just in case you want to do it, and I hope you guys like it, and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you make anything with this beautiful stitch and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Neck Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Neck Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family and in groups. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.